Your bank can charge you $35 for a cup of coffee you already paid for, and it is completely legal because you clicked yes without reading it. Here is what actually happens. When you open a checking account, or sometimes months later through your banking app, you get a prompt asking if you want overdraft protection on your debit card. It sounds like a safety net. In reality, it is a switch that lets your bank approve a $5 purchase you cannot afford, then charge you a flat fee for the privilege of letting it through instead of just declining it at the register like a maxed-out credit card would. Before 2010, banks did this automatically to every customer with no consent required at all. A federal rule called Regulation E changed that, but the banks did not stop asking. They just changed how they asked, wording it so declining sounds like you are giving up protection instead of dodging a fee you never wanted in the first place. We post 3 of these every day, so subscribe now if you want to catch the next one before it disappears into your feed. The number that should scare you is $12.6 billion. That is what banks collected nationwide in a single year, 2019, just from overdraft and non-sufficient fund fees, according to federal banking data. Most of it did not come from wealthy customers overdrafting occasionally on a big purchase. It came from a small group of account holders, often living paycheck to paycheck, who got charged the same $35 fee repeatedly in a single day. Some banks allowed up to 10 separate overdraft fees daily, which meant a checking account holding $20 could legally rack up $350 in fees before the sun went down on one bad morning, wiping out an entire paycheck before it even arrived. Here is the twist almost nobody clocks. Starting in 2022, Capital One eliminated overdraft fees entirely, and Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo all quietly slashed theirs from $35 down to as low as 10, or cut the number of fees allowed per day from 10 to just 1. That sounds like good news, but it only happened at the biggest banks under public pressure and news coverage. Thousands of smaller community banks and credit unions never changed a thing, and they are counting on you never comparing notes with anyone else. Comment below and tell us what your bank actually charges right now, because the answers vary more than you would expect. So before you tap yes on that next overdraft prompt, open your banking app right now and check whether you are already enrolled in debit card overdraft coverage, because you can opt out in under a minute and stop that $35 coffee fee before it ever happens to you again. Hit the bell so tomorrow's one lands in your feed too.